Hi everyone. I've had some really cool feedback again about a couple of little folios I made the other day, and there was a little booklet inside them which I took people through. You can tuck things into. This is it's nothing new. It's called a zine, Z-I-N-E, and it's a handy little thing whether you just want to be able to gift it to somebody for Happy Mail, or pop it into a folio, or just as a little journal, or just to simply put some art into it. So it's very, very simple. It is a rectangular piece of paper, and all you need is a pair of scissors or a craft knife, I'll show you how to put it together. It's just a series of simple folds. So I've got an A4 sheet of paper here, and the first thing I'm going to do is fold it in half into an A5, like so. It is important that you make sure all your creases are really tight, and you'll see a little bit later on why, because when you come to fold it up into its little booklet, you'll get little bits sticking out. So what I do is crease it as I go. So now we are simply going to fold into the center line here. Like so. So we folded it as A5 and then into the center line. Now we're going to fold it upwards on the landscape. Line it all up and fold it in half again. That is all the folds that you need. Okay, so when you open it out, you've got a centre fold, two inwards folds, and a long ways centre fold. What I do is I go backwards and flip it the other way and just refold it so that those creases are all really tight. Fold it in half both ways. I've already done it that way. Fold it back again. And that's where your bone folder does come in handy, just to make sure it's all nice and tight. So now we've got 8 squares. So this is an 8 zine. What we're going to do now is we need to cut from this point here through to this point here. So through the middle on that middle line, not these two bits here, just through here. I'm going to use my bone folder, I should say my knife, and I don't have my ruler here. That's useful, isn't it? Let me just pause while I grab my ruler. Actually no, what we'll do is I'll show you how to do it with scissors. So all we're going to do is fold it back up, grab your scissors, and what we're going to do is we need to cut a very, very fine slit. Now with your knife obviously and a ruler it's much quicker because you just slice straight through it. So we're doing it through the two center lines from this point to this point. So when you open it up, you've now got a slit in your paper. If I turn it this way, you should be able to see it. So only from here to here. That's it. So what happens now is when you fold it, you fold it like so and give it a bit of a push, she says confidently. You need to do that so that you get a little diamond, and then you simply press it down. It will have a natural way which way it wants to fall. That's the way it seems to want to go. You can have a little play around with it. Now, you know how I was talking earlier about how you've got the little, they stick out? That's where folding it with your bone folder is really key. So that is what you should end up with, a little 8-page zine. Now what you will notice is that the way it's folded here is you can actually turn it into pockets. So if you wanted to glue it, you could glue along here and have a pocket tuck in there. The next one means you've got a pocket tuck in the top in here, so you would just glue down through here. The next one, again, a side tuck, you would glue through here, and the last one is a top tuck, and you would glue the bottom here. So what do you do with it? You decorate it. You can put die cuts on it, you can put little pictures on it, you can put lace, you could do some artwork on it. It really is just a blank canvas for you to do with whatever you like. I've got some little images here from Golden Mead Junk Journals Be My Valentine kit, which I'm going to actually make. I'm probably going to put some die cuts in there and turn it into a little book. I've got that was an A4 size. I've got a piece of A3 here which I've already folded exactly the same. It's just a bit too big for me to fit on my camera mat here, into your 8, and all you need to do is, I haven't cut the slit in this one, so we could do that. Let's do that now. I'll do it with scissors again. So I'll try and keep you in camera here. All you're wanting to do is just to create a slit. It is easier with a craft knife, but scissors work just as well. You can get so far. If it gets a little bit too tricky, you can open it back up, and again you just need to go to that point there. Okay. And just like the other one, fold it in half, get your little diamond going. Find the best natural place for it to fold. You'll see that there is a bit of extra there. You can cut that off later. Give it a good press. Find another spot. That one works pretty good as well. You can stamp on this as a background. And again, like the other one, you've got your tucks. So size wise, this is probably more of like a greeting size. So with Golden Mead's journal, she's got 2 different sizes of cutouts, and that one would be a card size. So I might actually decorate that and put some pics up later of my Instagram. To give you an example of what I have used it for in those folios, if you didn't see the video, this one here, I put the little zine. So here's the zine here. How I've decorated it, I used the printouts from her collage 3 papers, I think it was, and just put a little notepad in there, put a little bit of lace. This one's got a little ticket hanging out the top of it. This one's got a little tag on the side. Again, some writing space, another tag in it, and that back page, which would be the back page of your zine, gets glued here and put onto the page. So that's one way of adding a little bit of extra fun to a folio or a journal. The other one I did was this little folio. Open up the front, it's only a 4-page folio, and again here's the little zine here. So it's got the tag already in it. The papers were so beautiful I didn't have to embellish very much. There's a little frame in there, a little tag ticket in there, put a little belly band on there with some tickets behind it, a bit of embellishment, another tag, writing space, and another little pocket. Again, the back of the zine was glued onto the folio. So it just another opportunity to have a bit of fun with putting things into your journals. So that is a zine, a piece of paper folded and then decorated. Have fun.